Just thought I would show you how I cut my Kydex. I should have showed you this. It comes in 12 by 12 squares. I mean, it comes in more or less, but that's the way I buy it. Because for my dinner skinners, I use 4 by 6 pieces, and that gives me 6 pieces. And here I have marked, and then taken my razor blade and scored the marks. And here's all you do. You got to be kind of careful because you don't want to, you know, it's not terribly expensive, but you don't want to waste any if you don't have to. And I just kind of spread the pressure out. There we go. And it's a little easier doing it this way. My wife said she did not like this color for that knife. And I said, I wear the pants around here, and I'll decide what color goes with what. Of course, I waited till she was well out of earshot before I said anything like that. But all right, let's go make us a sheath. All right, there is my tempering oven. This is my Kydex oven. Oh, golly. I've got this thing heated. I just heated up to 400 degrees. You do not want your Kydex that hot, but here's the way I do Kydex. Oh, yeah, break that tempered glass, you idiot. All right, this is a convection oven. I turned the convection off because I learned the hard way that convection will melt this stuff real quick. You want this stuff to be pliable, not melting. And it only takes, 4 or 5 minutes for it to get hot enough. So we'll be back in a minute. While I'm waiting for that to heat up, I'll explain to you a little bit. Kydex has a textured side and a smooth side. And I guess technically you could put either side to the outside, but I like the textured sides to the outside. So when I take them out of the Kydex oven, I lay the one textured side down, and then I put my knife on it, and then I lay the other textured side where it's facing up, and then I take this, I cover it up, and then you'll see the rest of it. I put the top in here, and then I hold it down, and then I take this clamp, and I clamp it all down really tight. And I just wanted to show you that because when I get that out, I got to work pretty quick because I don't want that stuff to cool down before I get my press on it. And this is just rubber, and what it is that stuff that you nail on in a garden, and it has worked great so far. Okay, since you're on, let me go ahead and test this. Oh, damn it. Yeah, boy, oh boy. Well, you got to see the screw up. Yep, okay, that's no good. I'm throwing that away and getting 2 more. We'll be right back. Yeah, that was just too long. I let it sit there too long. Well, can't turn it off with, God. Gloves on. I got gloves on and it won't turn off. Here we go. All right, I'm going to turn you on and leave you on because I don't want to have to mess with the camera while I'm doing this. So it may not be ready. I'll know in a second. Not quite. 45 seconds, a minute. Here, while we're waiting, I'll show you that mess. Yeah, it melted it. There is a fine line between just enough and way too much. And it happens quick. All right, there we go. do this so it doesn't stick to the rubber. Here we go. Okay, now I let that set, about 30 minutes. It takes that long to cool, and we'll be back in a bit. All right, while I'm waiting for that Kydex to cool, I went ahead and got Mike's two knives roughly shaped, the handles. And now I got to do the handwork, but I sure like the fact that they came out of the same piece of wood. I had a thick piece of wood and I cut 4 handles out of it. And that's how similar they are. Okay, let me get my 180 out and start shaping. There's your neck knife. Not finished. Now the hand sanding starts. There's your dinner skewer. I'm working on that right now. Almost done with these. Almost ready for sheaths, that part. All right, let's get them out of there. So, that's what it looks like. Now I take it to my leather shop and I put a couple of grommets in here, and then I trace out where I want this, and I have to remember to leave enough room for my grommets. So I guess I could show you that part. I've showed you this much. Let's go. I don't know if I've ever showed you how I make these. The reason I got to do this, let me get you turned around, is because I have to pull this knife out of here. But I got to make sure that these two halves don't move. They got to be exactly the way they are right now. So I put a couple of grommets in here and hold it until I get all the rest of them in here. Let me show you how I do that. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I hate to moan like an old man, but just go from one pain to another. What I'm using is the grommets that suck, because these aren't the ones you're going to see. And so it's a way I can get rid of the bad grommets, because I cut that off and throw that part away when I'm done. These are the grommets I use. These are the good grommets. Now I can peel this apart, take the knife out, and these two halves stay exactly where they're supposed to be. So now I take a pencil, and I just took my ruler out here and put it back in the other one. Doggone it. Well, I have a straight edge I can use right here. So now I figure where I want my grommets. Keeping in mind that I have to leave about 3/8 of an inch for my grommets to fit, you know, without crowding them up against the knife. Yes, it's all eyeball. So here's where I want one. Each corner here and right near, I don't know what you call it, the pinch point. This is what actually holds the knife in. So now I get an idea of where I want to end it here, and I trace that out. I always give myself a little extra, because if it's too tight, I cut in a little bit more and a little bit more until I get it in and out fairly easy. Alright, I'm going to drill my holes for the pins here. Or mark my holes rather. Take this back over here, drill these holes. Two more. You really got to hang on to these, because if you let it go, it'll ruin the hole you drilled. It'll waller it out. Last one. I'm going to lower you some. just a little bit, get that fuzz out of there. That way it doesn't stick out from underneath the grommet. I cannot stop thinking about what we did to all those people over in that country we just surrendered to. And mainstream media is not mentioning the atrocities that are already happening. Wrong side up. I leave it a little bit loose because that's the one that has to flex a little bit to get the knife in and out. All right, now we go back to my other shop, and I cut this out. I hope I didn't cut that too small. If I did, I'll just have to do it again, but I'll go ahead and finish it, and if it's too small, it's just going to have to take another, I'll have to do it again. I think I may have, the bottom here, I think I may have come in too far this way with this side. We'll see. Let's go cut it, and we'll try it. Sorry about that. me sit down and do this, and we'll know if I'm going to be disappointed or not. Okay. I got a feeling it's going to be too tight, so let's see. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, doggone it. All right, I'm gonna make another one. It's gonna look almost exactly like this, except this is gonna be a little bit wider on the bottom. What you need, just a little bit of flex in here, and I don't have that. So yeah, there's no saving it. That'll come out nice too. And I like the color with some green. I think it's OD green. It's not quite this green, but anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna make another one, and I'll get it to this point, and then I'll show you how I finish it. So we'll be back. Well, like most things, if I just sit and think about it a minute, I come up with a better plan. It fits good. I don't have my tripod in here. Alright, now I'm going to go clean this up. Clean the edges up. See if I can do this with one hand. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let me go clean these edges up. And let's see here. I do kind of like that. Nah, we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this now and be done with it. That way I don't have to come back in here for a little bit. I do have North Country 32's knife here. This is Tower's knife that needs a sheath. And I have Mike's knives that need a little bit of polishing, and then they're ready for their sheaths. So tomorrow I'll be making sheaths for everybody. But let me get this paracord cut. All right, I didn't show you this part, but this is how I put that kind of a finished edge on this Kydex. You wouldn't know that was two pieces, would you? And one last thing, whoever gets this, this knot is tied kind of loose. You just adjust this to whatever length you want, tie a knot in it, and then cut the end off, but you gotta melt the ends or else it will fray. So there we go. I'm gonna put the edge on this, and I may give this away tomorrow. Okay, I am. I'm gonna put the edge on this and give it away tomorrow. Okay, I got a good edge started. Now I'm moving up to the, this is coarse. The other one was, what do they call that? Extra coarse. Of course they do. This is that Lansky diamond sharpening system that I really, really like. It takes what was about an hour job and turns it into a minutes long job. As a matter of fact, you can watch. It's probably 10 minutes to get this razor surgical sharp. Oh, it's already getting there. I've just recently, somebody asked me the other day what angle I sharpen these at, and for the longest I was sharpening them at 25 degrees, but recently I switched to 20 degree just because I think it's just a better edge. These holes here are the degrees: 17, 20, 25, and 30. Dream, 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 dream. All I have to do is dream. Oh yeah, see, we are already getting that kind of serious edge. Now what we're doing is what they call chasing the burl. Chasing the burr. Burl. I like burls, but this isn't one of them. This is a burr we're chasing. Yep, still got a burr. One more on this side, then I'm going to go to the fine, and then I'm going to go to the stropping leather. Thanks to Spelliner, Brian, up in Boston, or the vicinity of Boston. I call him Boston Brian, but he's not really in Boston. Yep, now we're moving to the fine diamond. I'm going to flip it over because that's where the burr is. One more, and then I'm going to the stropping block. Trying to do this where you can see it. I'm not sure where you're at. That is serious sharp right there. No, I'm not going to cut my arm hair. You can do it when you get it. All right. So this video will be uploaded. You will see this Tuesday morning. This is Monday, Labor Day. You will see this Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning, I'm just going to have my wife pick a comment and give this to a person. I'll do a video Wednesday, and I'll give it away then, and just ask you for your shipping address and your debit card number and your secret PIN. See you tomorrow. I hope you had a good holiday. I'm gonna go home and drink a cup of coffee with my wife. Okay, I just thought I'd take a couple of quick glamour shots of this knife. I swear that looks like flames in the wood. And those are stainless pins. One second, let me turn this around. Okay. And now the giveaway knife. Neither of these have edges on them yet. There we go, that's better. Bum chicka wah wah. Okay, I'm going to take a couple of snaps and put them in my blade portfolio pictures. And then I'm going to get on to Mike's his dinner skinner and his neck knife. And then first thing I'm going to do is make a sheath for this and then work on Mike's. Because when I get a sheath for this, that one will be done. And then I'll have to make a sheath for this and Mike's 2 knives. There we go.